Good evening, everyone. Switch down here. And as always, it's a weekend. Just the day before Easter. Fun. So, yeah, now we have Easter, just one day left until Easter. That's gonna be the. Well, honestly, though, I'm not very much eager for Easter anymore. It just, as you're getting older, Easter doesn't have the same feeling anymore. I mean, when you're a kid, you're always eager for all those big holidays out there, like Easter, Halloween, Christmas. Even though Christmas is my favorite holiday, but Halloween has never been a much a big fan of mine as a holiday itself. Back in the 90s, when I was still as a kid, it wasn't much a big deal in my country. In fact, my family never celebrated Halloween when I was young. And since Halloween wasn't really that well it wasn't really that common back then in the early 90s. It was something like in the early 2000s where Halloween became more, um, how to say it, more common. It's just one of those holidays that, even though I never went on trick or treat myself, I never did. So I have no idea that it's like. Trick or treat itself is something that many had experienced, but myself, I had never once experienced trick or treat since Halloween wasn't really much that spread when I was a kid at all. I mean, just look at some other places like in the US or England or other places where Halloween were more common. But if I had to say, if there's only one tradition or Swedish tradition that's truly Swedish, because neither Christmas or Easter is not even Swedish tradition from the start. Not even American either. Halloween. Halloween is not even American either. Halloween itself was from Ireland originally. And when Halloween came to America, when the trick or treat were really a big deal for the kids, but they weren't candy they got. There was either money, apples, home baked cookies. It wasn't until like the in the 50s when candy started being a more common. But Halloween itself, well, there are have been many different other similar traditions, but there is been one particular similar to Halloween, but trick or treat centuries ago. Well, more like millennia, more than 1,000 years ago. There were this one particular uh, similar to Halloween's trick or treat where children was dressed as swallows or like a bird, and if they didn't get any sweets from the house they visit, they were removed the front door of the house. I don't know. I don't know how they even pull that off, but but I'm pretty sure that many of you heard many supposed rumors, stories like urban legends, urban myths of poison candy, razor blades in some of the candy, something like that. Well, most of them are, as it is, urban legends. But it's one. There is only one true story that's involved with poison candy. Well, let's say that the boy who actually had it, sadly, he did not make it. He died after taking this tainted uh, pixie sticks. Instead for the candy powder, it was I think it was I think it was either arsenic or cyanide. I think it was arsenic. But no, wait. Strongly believe it was arsenic. It just arsenic itself. It's deadly for a human. So it just turned out the father was then who done it. He even put a life insurance on his own son before this all happened. And then after his son was dead, he tried to claim the life insurance on his son. And well, long story short, this particular father ended up being executed because of the murder of his own son after trick or treat by giving him this poison candy. That's it, just completely messed up as it is. Oh well, now that Easter is just around the corner, many traditions, egg hunts. I had never done any egg hunts like that, like tracking down eggs hidden them somewhere. Never actually done that one. But my dad, he used to put a transparent or candy egg filled with candy and hid it somewhere in the house, and we give it a map. I think last time I did that was probably I was 14 maybe. I know, old, but hey, it was my time. uh, well, I think was mine was hidden in the oven. All enough though. I don't know why, but and painting eggs. Ooh, I haven't even done that since I think the last time I painted eggs was when I was not even not even 10. I think it was 8, 9 maybe. I was between 7 and 9 years old, and I don't miss that much at all. But yeah, Easter has never been much big deal for me anymore these days. Sometimes I wonder how long the tradition will last. If there's gonna be, I don't know, who knows? Everyone has its own traditions when it comes to Easter, Christmas, all that stuff. Oh boy. Well, at least though I have a lot of candy. My dad literally bought he bought quite amount of candy today. He bought about boy 6 pounds of candy. Yeah, about 6.6 pounds of that, and I'll tell you, that's a lot. So yeah, I only have my small candy egg already though, but I haven't touched that candy yet, at least. And today is even my dad's birthday. So yeah, that's just fun. But no cake. Not at all. My dad is not much a cake person. So yeah. Anyways, let's see who else is joining in. Huh. Well, is it the Dumb and Dumber? Or as well called Dumb Dumb Gimme Gum Gum Gum?
So who's the dum dum and who's the gum gum? Yes. Yes.
Isn't obvious? Game guys,
Not the
is
dum
it
dum. Yeah, I know.
You're the Gum Gum. Game guy is a Dum Dum.
Oh yes, I'm the Dum Dum. That's why I'm the moderator.
Do you know what that statue is called, though?
Which one?
The statue that tells that quote, "Dum Dum, gimme Gum Gum."
I didn't even remember what movie it's from.
Night at Museum.
I don't know.
It's called Moai statue. Yeah, those statues are pretty big. And here's a little so strange though that no one knows exactly how they moved those statues. They were literally, I think um, they had moved. I think they moved little statues from between, was it 14 or I think it was about between 14 and 16 miles from the volcano to the coastline without using wheels. And those stones statues are, whoa, I think they're, I think they weighs more than, I think, let me see here. How much the Moai weighs? 14 tons and 13 feet tall. So managed to drag a 14-ton stone statue from, I don't know, between 14 and 16 miles from its location to the, well, no one knows exactly how they even pulled that off. Some theories that they put some type of grease on the ground or logs in order to transport those Moai statues on Easter Island. But it's so far as no one knows exactly how they were transported. And even the ancient people of Easter Island even had a language, a written language. And that is one is that undeciphered. No one knows what this actually stands for, or like no one has even been able to translate it. There are in fact a few other languages in the world that hasn't even been translated yet. Like one in the extinct language from the Indus Valley in India or Pakistan also hasn't even been deciphered. And one of the most famous language that's also, well, it's called Liner A, used by the Minoans on Crete. That hasn't even either been deciphered. There is another one, Liner B, but that was just not the same type of language. It's more used by the Mycenaeans. That was a different culture from the Greek or Greece mainland that conquered Crete. So it's like the hieroglyphs, the Egyptians' writings. After the ancient Egypt empire fell and became a part of the Roman Empire, and ever since then, until like in the early, I think it was sometimes in the mid 1800s, the language itself became extinct. No one else didn't know how to even to read the language. But it wasn't until during Napoleon's uh, conquest one of his soldiers found so-called Rosetta Stone. It was written in three languages: ancient Greek and of course hieroglyphs. And that was the keystone, how to translate those hieroglyphs into more. Basically, that stone was a keystone how to unlock the language that had been unreadable, untranslated for centuries. That is incredible how even it took, I think it took 25 years in order to translate it from the stone and those hieroglyphs. Even though ancient Greek was more, at least that language itself wasn't um, that hard to understand. It's that the ancient Greek was more, even though the ancient version of the Greek was extinct, but people could there were some people that can translate that one. Well, it doesn't take time. It's like the ancient Nordic or Runic language of the Vikings. Same thing. It took many years for even if you would write it three those. Well, I can say right now it's they won't sound any modern Swedish translation of that, and even if I could read the runestones of the Vikings language, I would even understand a single word because that is ancient Norse, not modern. And I'm saying it's just I'm not a linguist, but it's the same thing as for say English. English language has also been had going through different uh, evolution in a way, like old English to more modern, and so yeah, it is what it is. So how you guys been doing up?
Eh, doing good. Still haven't figured out what we're doing for the Easter eggs. We were supposed to do it, and then we kind of forgot.
Memory short, as always.
Now, busy trying to figure out what we're gonna put in those Easter eggs. Oh
Are
yeah.
they are they actual chicken eggs or
It's well, basically we're gonna. It's like both chicken eggs and also those little dinky little plastic eggs. Dinky.
huh?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Well, my in my family we don't eat much. We don't paint eggs anymore. We used to do that when we were younger, but down these days we only eat eggs as it is. And do you know how many eggs the Swedish people eat during Easter holiday?
No,
Give me a guess.
I don't know.
Well, uh,
Uh, yeah, I don't know.
it's in a million number. If you can give a guess, I would say that it's actually 70 million.
That's a lot.
Right? I mean, that I mean, it's insane. I mean, Easter is only, if you count for first day, that will be like one, two, three, 4, 5 days. So in less than a week, so in just in 5 days, Swedish people eat 70 million eggs. I mean, I always wondered, knowing the fact that Easter is the big holiday where you have a lot of eggs. Okay, I was like, that makes sense. But I was always wondered, how many eggs do you eat for that particular holiday? I thought maybe it could have been like, say, just around less than 10 million, like maybe around 5 or maybe 8 million eggs for the whole year, for the whole Easter. But 70 million, even though there are 10.5 million people in my country, but how many eggs does an average person eat? Ever? I mean, how many eggs do you even one person had to eat for it had to be less than that? It's like that is just insane. But considering here, then, so if my country has just 10.5 million and we eat 70 million, what about the country that say that's double the numbers? Like UK has around 65 million. They probably eat, I don't know, maybe 90 million or something. Then you go to US, which has around 330 plus million. So your people probably would have eat, I don't know, maybe 110 million eggs just for that holiday. But if you go to, like, say, China, which has 1.4 billion people, they probably would eat more than that. Like maybe as, I don't know, say two, maybe 300 million eggs. That would have been insane. But still, I cannot still believe it that my own country eats 70 million eggs just during Easter holiday. Even though there's only 5 days of Easter, I can still believe it. My own country eats 70 million eggs just for only that short time. It's insane. My family, though, we don't eat that much. And good line is here. Hey. But they also that despite that we eat that many eggs just during the Easter, considering how many of the population that might have egg allergy. So I don't know if 70 million is an like actual number. I think that would have been more less than that, but I don't know. Let's see how many eggs that you people are eating. Just only during the Easter weekend or week, and in my country, eat at least 4,000 tons of eggs. Huh? It just it's crazy though. Yeah, there's a kilo to code it. No worries. Hey, you know, here's the part that most people actually you know, when we were going to colonize space, for example, what would it what would be the main source of food? What do you think?
Mm.
Well, it won't be any meat. Not really fruits, but more like vegetables. The main source of food will be potatoes. If you build a small, um, let's say if you build a small base or outpost or base on the moon for, let's say, maybe 10 people, you probably could build with how's it called, hydroponics, like having the crops growing in actual water. But if you build a larger base or maybe a small colony that will have a population of, say, maybe 200-300 people, you will need to grow in actual dirt. Even though I don't think you can actually grow anything on potatoes in like Mars soil, since that soil is more like um, I don't know what it's called, but it is like very rich in iron. I did read one article in a magazine that not that long ago. This was like an idea that they would take an asteroid and put it inside a form of plastic bag, and it also have mushrooms or fungi, put it inside the bag on the asteroid, and let them grow so they're so that they will release acid on the asteroid to break it down to usable as soil. In the meantime, sunlight would pass through the plastic bag, and those fungi would also release oxygen. So that so inside the plastic bag, it will be in a maintained atmosphere, and that this asteroid would could be eventually break down to almost like a soil that astronauts can use as for the growing. But this was an idea that might be possible next within 50 years. Because, first of all, you needed to find a way to surround it, complete seal a plastic bag or something like a material around a big asteroid. So if you've managed to find that a way, maybe. But asteroids is going to be the next target for space mining operations. Like for some of the metals, like nickel, platinum, gold, any kind of metals that are metals or other minerals. But not also humanity just want not only been living on the moon and Mars and other moons in the system. The asteroid belt will be also home to humans. But they are, of course, they had been at least saying they had to be living like deep within. I think it's, if I remember, it was something like 10 or 20 feet down inside the asteroid. And yeah, I mean, it is possible that the asteroid could be the potential home for smaller colonies. And and eventually, there might not only be just the Earth that has space stations. Since we can live on the actual Saturn, Jupiter, or the other gas giants, we can't because there are no like solid ground. But living on their moons and maybe space stations. But if you have since okay, I can refer like this in Star Wars in Episode 5 when they visit the planet Bespin, which is a gas giant the same size as Saturn. They have this so-called cloud city inside the planet's atmosphere, and they can literally walk around outside the building in this floating city. But reality, it's impossible. Even even if there were be a layer of breathable air in the atmosphere of this gas giant, even if they're like deeper down in the atmosphere, would be could we construct something to like a city? Possible, but it could be survive there? Not at all. Because the pressure. If you even let's say if an astronaut in a full gear with suit and all that stand on Jupiter's surface, the total weight would be 600 pounds. And no human could survive that. It's like saying you have a car on your top on yourself. I do wonder though, what would happen if Jupiter turned into Sun, like in 2010 Odyssey movie though, back from this, I think it was in the 60s or 70s. This Jupiter turned into to a second sun and was named Lucifer. But only one of the moons in the system was turned into an habitable world, which is Europa. The other moons, humans were welcome to join to visit any of the worlds except for Europa. And that itself, the word Europa of the moon, that is how you spell Europe in English, is my language. Instead, the last letter is not E, but an A. Kind of a bit weird, though. But since the game guy is, I was a fanatic in space, but his more interest. But do you think it could be life on Europa?
Uh, Hard to say.
Since even though we know for the fact that Europa has a very thick ice shell, but it's some estimated that the depths of the ocean on that moon can be almost 10 times deeper than the one on Earth. And if there are life there, they will be complete blind. Because if the ice on Europa is so thick, that means no sunlight will be able to penetrate it. There are in fact similar animals on Earth that live in similar conditions. Cave fish. Certain caves in the world have fish have been completely insulated for millions of years, which has developed blindness. They even transparent, like they're like you can see through it, like you can see the actual skeleton bones and even some of the organs. It's like you're looking through, like if it's an actual ghost type of things. I actually seen type of fish in real life. But Europa itself is very possible could contain life, but if it contains life, I don't think it's like big complex life forms. I mean, it's possible it can be like jellyfish. There is one movie based on that. They travel to Europa and discover this giant squid-like alien creature. So I think it's possible that Europa has life. I do believe that. They even discovered there is a global ocean on Celadus, the moon of Saturn, which did actually contain geysers from the South Pole. But there are even some theories that even Pluto can have an underground, a subterranean ocean. I really doubt it first because if it is so, it will not be any have no energy from the sun. Because if you stand on Pluto, look at the sun, it won't be that bright. You can literally look at the sun because it will be like looking at just a like a big ball of light on the sky. The further you away from the sun, the smaller it will get. If you stand on the Mercury and look at the sun, well, you probably can't even see the whole size of it because it's just so big. So if you would have live on the Pluto and use solar panels as a power source, well, you wouldn't even get even a fraction of the power. So how is it possible that there can be an ocean on Pluto? Well, similar to as they are from on Europa. They believe there can might be this um, what are they called thermal vents. Like thanks to that Jupiter's gravity and that the sun that the moon itself is being pulled towards like if you have a ball and if you could like one side is pulled towards Jupiter, and when the other moons is moving past by Europa, their own gravity will eventually pull the Europa's other side on towards them. Like it's like you almost like you're expanding the ball both sides, which causing eternal heating, similar to as for for Earth, and that it was causing the if thermal vents to produce heat and also releasing minerals in the ocean. And who knows, it's possible that couldn't be enough to provide some small, simple life on Europa. Even Titan, Saturn's biggest moon, it might could be life there, but not life that we know of. Since there is oceans, rivers of liquid methane and ethane, so it's possible if there's life there, they might be methane based, not carbon based. Every single life form on Earth, as far as I know at least, is carbon based, including ourselves. And if there were be life on Venus, they might even be sulfur based, since after all, that most of the surface is sulfur. Though some scientists claim that they may have found some biological compounds in the atmosphere, but not every single expert is agreeing on that. Some believe that might be just based on from geological activities. So, and even if that we would be want to live on Venus, it wouldn't possible due to the fact that the pressure and the heat. Yeah, not only that, the pressure itself will kill us almost immediately. If we build a craft that can land on the surface and we step out, it's just in normal suit. Let's say your eyes will like pop out of your skull and the pressure crush you. It's like it's like if you're standing on the Mariana Trench, the deepest part of our own planet. If you're standing on that part that deep, you'll be crushed. But that compared to that depths on Earth and on the pressure on Venus, Venus pressure I think is I don't know exactly how many times stronger it is, but it's much stronger in pressure. You would even survive even for a second. You might be able to survive on Venus just for a second and then you're dead because of the pressure or the heat. But if you would be living, but you can survive on Venus if you were in the upper atmosphere near to space, because the higher up you're in the atmosphere, the less of the pressure is and less of the heat. And as many researchers or many probes have been sent to Venus, most of them had even survived more than maybe an hour or so. That's another problem. Yeah, it's like sending a submarine to Venus. I don't even know if that even would survive. That would be like crash like a crack like an egg. I don't know. But the best candidates to colonize to be living on this, like the moon, Mars, Pluto, and some other moons. Titan, it's possible that we could survive on, but since the temperature is, yeah, it's so cold. But like I say this, if you were somehow being, if you were standing going to Mars, the Titan, and celebrate summer vacation on Earth, the summer vacation is roughly 2 to 3 months, give or take. But if you're on a Venus, Titan, well, Let's say your summer vacation will last 7.5 years. And the winter season, exact same amount. So you have to be almost spending like 7 years of summer vacation. I mean, that is just like if you're 7 years old and you have to spend summer vacation on Venus on Titan, like, oh yeah, and you're probably back on Earth, like, oh, when you're going back to school, and I had to wait 7 years. That is long how the summer and the winter season is. I don't even think there's actually any spring season there. There is even normal ice on Titan, but it's not on the surface. It's quite deep down, and it's very hard, like really hard ice. It's just because of the pressure. As deeper the ice is, the deeper, the stronger pressure is. But growing food itself on different worlds, there will be mostly vegetables. Oh, so you're going to college? Well, that's great. What course are you going to? Hmm. You know, I it's possible there might be even be in might even be a club. I know that certain college can have a clubs that for focus on movie productions and or something. I mean, it's always a possibility if there is some. Well, you even though you may never be a world famous uh, producer, there's even that it doesn't have to mean that you have to stop doing it. There's, even you may not be as big as famous like those like Steven Spielberg or Michael uh, Tim Burton, but it doesn't have to stop your dreams to be a producer. You can still produce movies even just locally as well. I mean, not have to be in that. I mean, just imagine though, every those well known started small originally. Hey, um, Game Guy Roy, are you still gonna do the casual stream?
Yeah, sure. My throat's killing me. Get some water, you'll be
Well, but
fine.
you can always drink something
Yeah.
between. Since Cody is not gonna
Alright,
take
Kyle's
part,
got
he's
this
gonna
big
just gonna
old
watch.
thing in the thing. So yeah, that explains what it is.
So, who will go first? You or Roy?
I don't really care. I guess I'll go first then.
Alright, number one. Since we discovered the first exoplanet in the Alpha Centauri system in the year 2016, since then we have discovered more worlds in the Alpha Centauri system. And how many planets is it total? A. 4, B. 3, C. 5, or D. 9?
Hmm. I'll go with B.
You go with B. Wrong, exactly C. 5.
Hmm.
And only one is in the habitable zone. The others, not much. Okay, Roy. Good luck on this one. Number two, how old are the stars when the Alpha Centauri star system? A, 3.5 billion years old. B, 4.5 billion years old. C, 2.5 billion years old. Or D, 5.5 billion years old.
I go with all of them. Can't possibly be wrong then. No, I'm kidding.
Huh, being a smartass, as always.
Don't worry, Roy. No, I didn't actually. Hold on, give me 1 second. There we go. Now I've got this set up. Oh, second question. I already have to use this. No, use the D100. It's funnier. Fine. Alright, let's see what we got. I just have to press go. Yeah, you just have to press go. Press. You did not just get a 94. Roy, I swear to God. And that God you don't believe in. D final.
D ain't wrong exactly. B, 4.5 billion years old.
At least you didn't get it right.
I mean, I knew that the Roy is 4.5 billion years old, so.
I am?
I mean, if you were, that would have been really strange. How could you be the oldest as a planet?
You definitely don't sound that old. I don't remember my age. You told me. Get out of here. Hey, bro. No,
Number three. How big is the radius of the exoplanet known as Gliese 581c? A. 114,350 miles. B. 129,560 miles. C. 129,251 miles. Or D. 132,285 miles.
I'm gonna use it. I don't know what it is. Please don't give me a bad roll. I'm fine with that. A final.
You said A. Wrong, exactly. C. 129,251 miles.
What number did you get? I got 16. It's not a what. It's at least better than what I normally get on this thing.
Cody, since you would do horror movies as your own, would you do an MLP horror movie? I know the fact that since the Honey, Winnie the Pooh, Honey the Blood and Honey, the sequel is going to be released soon. So I haven't seen the first one though, and trust me, it's just disturbing. And I know the fact that they are planning to making Bambi as a horror slashing movie. Yeah, that's just no go. Here's a no go. Making Teletubbies as a horror movie. I would like, screw it.
Well,
Go for it.
Well, with the Teletubbies, they don't have to do that much work. They're terrifying as it is. True that.
I mean, the Teletubbies is not even one of my favorite shows, though. I mean, what if
Yeah,
they
it's
made?
not good, like at all. I hate it.
Yeah, I mean, what if they made Bob the Builder as a horror movie? Oh, speaking of, um, in the
Did they
when
remake
that
that?
you know
Yeah, they did. I think.
when that series Bob the Builder was released in Japan, they actually gave him 5 fingers, even though he's in the series is actually only 4.
Well, calm down. They added an extra finger.
The reason is why he gave him a second and a fifth finger or a thumb is because in Japan, if you have 5 fingers and if you have one finger missing, it's usually as a sign of part of the mafia or yakuza, because that usually is a sign that you're part of the yakuza or something like that.
I mean, that is a legitimately good reason to not give him the extra finger, but
Yeah, but also if you had any tattoos on your shoulder, yeah, that's also another. If there's a dragon tattoo or something, that is usually people would immediately assume you're a yakuza because a lot of yakuza members have tattoos, and there are also certain places in Japan. If you have a tattoo, well, you wouldn't even been allowed to go there, and those are like hot springs, among things. And if you were like say taking a train, if you were on the phone on the platform, turn off the phone call or hang out the phone and just sit in the train. It's silent. Not even talk. Unless you talk to someone like that, or but never on the phone. It's not like against the law or anything. It's just more courtesy. On a small reason though. Same thing. If you're going to someone's home, you don't wear shoes. You wear slippers inside their homes. If you're in school, you don't wear your own shoes. They have this type of indoor shoes. And just saying that arranged marriage, it's I don't know how common in the US, in Japan, but it happens. Sometimes it's even that they're not, even though there are not many doesn't want to do happen to do it, but happens. Yeah, I agree with you, Dakota. Making children stuff into horror is no go. Especially now they're making a Mickey Mouse horror, even though it's not actually him, but someone dressed like a mask. Who's next?
didn't
Donald Duck?
wait, didn't like Mickey Mouse or whatever get shoved into what you call it, the public domain or whatever?
Oh
Uh,
yeah,
ac- yeah.
yeah, he
Since
did.
Disney had its copyright ownership of that, but since they had extended that period for many years, they cannot even do that anymore. They had done that for almost over more than that around they were around some I think it was under 90 they were around 90 plus years that had been that Disney owned the rights of Mickey Mouse. But they couldn't even extend that anymore. So now anyone can use Mickey Mouse as they don't want to do. Same thing as like say I mean I know for a fact I remember I just saw this in an article a long time ago. This preschool or daycare had put up the Mickey Mouse um, head, like the or at least the outline of his head, with the head of the ears all along the wall. But when somehow Disney found out about this, they threatened the daycare with lawsuit if they removed the Mickey Mouse uh, head symbol on the walls. But now you can do that because Disney doesn't own the right to use Mickey Mouse anymore because that expired. I was a bit surprised when that happened, though. Hmm. Cody, I have meant to say a horror movie in Alaska would have been something good. Since there is one movie franchise called Children of the Corn. I've seen only one of the movies, and let's say I was didn't sleep well. I was having nightmares for a while after that's the first time I saw the movie. I haven't seen none of those ever since. In fact, I hadn't even seen the latest. paranormal activity movies either. Only seen one of them. Paranormal activity number one, where a daughter snapped her own dad's neck when he was watching TV. Like, yeah, that's just. It kind of put me off for a while after, not like nightmares or anything, but just I had a bit hard to sleep afterwards. But as it is, but I'm looking forward to Beetlejuice number two, the sequel this year. Since the first one was so good, but sequels usually are eh, not that good. It depends on what the franchise is, but yeah. Anyways, let's see what number four is for Roy. How many exoplanets exist within the Gliese 581 star system? A 5, B 3, C 6, D 4, or E 19?
Did you actually put E?
Nah, just kidding.
I was going to say it's E. No, it's not E. I'll just roll. I'm not sure what it is. It's gonna give you a 37.
No, number one.
Swedish was almost right. It is a 1 plus 80. It's 81.
Mm.
Which means that's. What is that? That's a D. Alright. D, final.
D, ding, exactly D, 4.
Yeah, buddy. The D100 is gonna work for you, but not work for me. That's
Number 5. Trick question for you, game guy. Does the exoplanet Gliese 581c orbit its star in 25 days? Yes or no?
I'm gonna say no.
Ding, exactly no. It's only 13 days. It's kind of impressive that some of the exoplanets that we have discovered, some actually have only a few days in orbit. Some other, there's only like one that I know of as about 2 hours in orbit. It takes only 2 hours around its own sun. It's like that's a long life. That is a long year. That'd be like many New Years. Okay, number 6. How many Earth years would it take for the gas giant planet to orbit? Wait, give me a second there. Damn it. Hey, nope, not that one. Okay, where is it? Which one is it? I think it is. Yep, it is that one. So, how many Earth years would it take for Uranus to travel around the Sun? A, 84 years. B, 64 years. C, 72 years. D, 95 years.
This is more you. This is a more you question than me.
He probably doesn't even.
64.
You said B? Do you know this game guy?
Say the answers again.
84 years, 64 years, 72 years, or 95 years.
I'm pretty sure it's 72.
Wrong, exactly. A, 84 years.
Ah, damn. I was closer than you, though, so there you go.
Well, if there was
Damn.
okay, it's like for this, but like Neptune takes more than that. It takes like what,
Yeah, I might have
a
been
hundred?
thinking of another planet, but I knew it definitely wasn't that.
Yeah, Neptune takes 165 years in orbit around the sun.
Ah, damn. Wait,
But
it's
like for
Uranus. What other planet could you be talking about?
Uranus,
No, I mean, like, Kyle said he might be thinking of another planet. What planet could you be possibly thinking of?
There isn't any planet in
Eris.
our.
That's a dwarf planet. It's still a planet. Oh,
Oh,
jeez. Yeah,
the
there.
planet, the planet Uranus, your anus.
God.
Ah, yes.
Why did they call it that? That's so ridiculously dumb.
Well, that depends on. I did saw this on YouTube, like a clip that the pronunciation of Uranus has a different pronunciation from uh, some people call it different how they pronounce it, like say like Uranus or Uranus or Uranus. I don't even know. There are different how to pronounce Uranus' name though.
Wait,
Some
huh?
scientists have different names, so makes sense. You won't be have any difficult to pronounce Neptune because that's what it is. Neptune. Neptune or Neptune or I don't even know. Pluto. 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 Yeah, doggy 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 doggy. uh at least one of the dwarf planets is in Eris, which is named after the goddess of chaos. Anyways, number 7. Good luck on this one. The ice giant planet Uranus is the only planet in our solar system that of the 9 planets, yeah, 9, not 8, so I prefer Pluto is the 9th planet. Thank you very much. That has unique axial tilt after an impact a long time ago. What is the planet's axial tilt? A, 78 degrees, B, 86 degrees, C, 97 degrees, or D, 92 degrees.
See the answers again? I think I know what this is. But I need
78
to be sure.
degrees, 86 degrees, 97 degrees, 92 degrees.
That's what I figured. It's B, final.
You said B, 86?
Yeah, that's what he said.
Let's see here. Just to be,
Look at you,
uh,
confident boy.
what
I'm pretty
the?
sure that's what it is.
Okay, give me a second here. Uh,
Did he get it right?
I don't even know these days anymore. But you said B. Well, according to this, the Iranian axial rotation is approximately parallel to plane of the solar system with axial tilt of 82.23 degrees, depending on which pole is considered north. The tilt can be described either A2 or as 97 degrees.
Wait, which one did he say?
He said B, so 86 was not even the answer. So I mean, as according to Google, it says either 82 or 97 could be considered as potential of that. And so, hey, please spare my life. But nah, it's actually wrong. It's actually C. Hey, that's just great.
Hmm.
Haunted corner maze. Yeah, that's could be potential. Though I never actually been in a corner maze like a labyrinth before.
I've been in them, but they're honestly kind of boring to me.
I had even been in those maze like those big henches like at all. Let's go see here. Number 87 for you, though, game guy. No, Roy. How many days does it require for the rocky planet Mercury to complete its orbit around the Sun? A. 75 days. B. 88 days. C. 92 days. Or D. 95 days.
Damn it, this one I do know. Well. Well, it's not your turn, it's my turn. And I don't know what it is. I don't know. I'll go with. I'll go with B final. Whatever B was.
B,
Yeah.
88. Ding, ding, exactly
Yeah,
88
that's.
days.
Yeah, it's 88. Dang.
It takes only 88 days to run this for orbit one day, which is one year for Mercury. That is the shortest time in our own system. Pluto takes 248 years. So it's impressive how, yeah. Okay, number 9. How many years does it take for gas giant Saturn to complete its orbit around the Sun? Excuse me. Uh, A, 29 years, B, 34 years, C, 22 years, or D, okay, what the hell? Oh, I really screw up.
Why would
I
happen?
put, I put, uh, I put two C answers, not one. How stupid can I ever? I will just remove one of them. There we go. Sometimes I might be blind. After this, I will bang my head against the door 10 times hard. Sometimes I wonder what the hell I'm doing. Anyway, C, 22 years, or D, 38 years.
Hmm. I knew this at some point, and now I don't. Alright. Let's see. I don't remember. I guess I'm dicing then. Bam. 67. That's C. Alright, I'm going with C final.
You go with C, wrong exactly. A, 29 years.
Hmm.
Roy,
Wow. What?
you're next.
I am? Like I have been for the. No. What
This
is
is
it?
the first
What
hard
question
question
did
for
I
you.
get?
Number 10, hard question.
Oh boy. Just lay it on me.
If we would travel to the Alpha Centauri star system with our current spaceship, how many years would it take for the travel to the system? A, 63,000 years, B, 28,000 years, C, 42,000 years, or D, 55,000 years?
How about E, when the sun explodes? Well, that's not an answer. I'm
Or
wrong.
F, your own
This.
fart?
Fart jokes aren't that funny.
I know.
Anyway, welcome to the jungle. We have fun and games. Why are you asking this? Alright. That's a C, right? It's not B. What did you get? 52? Yeah. Yeah, that's a C. Alright, C final.
Wrong, exactly A, 63,000 years.
That's a long ass time, I'll tell you that.
Well, 63,000 years. If you travel back and forward, it will take you 126,000 years. So, number 11. Saturn's moon Titan is a unique moon in the solar system that has a cold surface temperature And how cold is the surface? A. 100 negative minus 125 degree, negative 185 negative 185 degrees. B. Negative 220 degrees. C. Negative 290 degrees. Or D. Negative 196 degrees.
I'm just gonna roll. 76. All right. That's a D. I'll go with D final.
Not exactly C. Negative 290 degrees.
Damn, 2 away, huh?
Number 12. Being the most distant world of the solar system's 9 planets, how cold is the planet Pluto's surface? A. Negative 260 degrees. B. Negative 400 degrees. C. Negative 350 degrees. Or D. Negative 270 degrees.
Can't just say gold and move. No. Not roll the damn dice. The damn dice. 83. Alright. D final.
B.
D.
D. Wrong exactly. B. Negative 400 degrees.
Damn.
Quick question. Since you guys are using this website that D100 dice, how did you find it?
Sometimes it'll be like my replacement for the D22.
But did you know? Did you?
I just look up roll a D something or other, and then bam, I found it.
But you were aware of D100 that existed otherwise?
I didn't before I started messing around with. There was like this option where you could like change how many dice show up, and I
Okay.
was messing around with it. That's why I found out about it.
Huh. Okay. Number 13. The Saturn moon Titan has a number of lakes of methane on the surface. How many lakes does the moon have? A. 85. B. 32. C. 74. Or D. 45.
Whose turn is it?
Yours.
All right. I'm just gonna roll. I'm not sure what it is. Okay. Let's see. C final.
C ain't wrong, exactly. B. 32 lakes.
That's one hell of a spider, then. Didn't know a planet could be a spider, so thank you for telling me.
Number
No problem.
number 14. Hard question for you, Roy.
Stop giving me the bad questions. I mean the hard questions.
Well,
Don't give us
this
the
could have
bad
been
questions.
your brother's
Give it
question
here.
if he. This could have been your brother's question if he actually take the odd question if he get low.
This is all your fault. How was I supposed to know?
The Moon Titan has a lake that is called Ontario Locus. And how big is the lake on the moon? A. 3,500 square miles. B. 5,400 square miles. C. 6,000 square miles. Or D. 4,900 square miles. The miles.
Why is this so fucking big? He needs legs to stand on. That doesn't answer my question. Just roll the damn dice. You better give me like the best roll I've ever seen in my life. Oh yes, is that 41 good enough for you? No, but I'll take it anyway. What is that? That's a B, I think. Oh, B! Oh, well, there you go. Alright. B, final.
You said B.
Yep. That's a
No,
B.
exactly C. 6,000 square miles. It's
Oh,
about the
damn.
same. It's about almost the same size as Lake Superior of the Great Lakes, which is a quite big. Okay, number 15. And I'm just going to say though that some of this question later on is really hard. So you're just saying.
Only you know about Space Stone. You haven't even gotten any. Have you gotten the question right yet, actually? I got one right. Well, calm
even
down.
though even though actually some of them actually does may not have the hard question mark on it, but they might even be hard since I was smart enough to find some good ones, and I had two folders of pretty good questions. And I'm warning you right now, it's some of these questions might be crazy, ridiculous, but they are really difficult. Hard. I would not be surprised if your brother doesn't even know the answer to this one, or if you even heard of those. But all right, number 15, the lake Ontario Locus on the moon Titan has a quarter of a depth. How deep is the lake? A. 18 feet. B. 36 feet. C. 24 feet. Or D. 49 feet.
If I remember correctly, it should be the. Can you repeat the answers?
18 feet, 36 feet, 24 feet, or 49 feet.
I'm pretty sure it's C, final.
C.
Yeah, 24.
Ding ding ding. Exactly C. 24 feet.
I read about that somewhere. I don't remember where, but I remember it. So
Yeah, but the size and the depth, it changes. It's like I mean, it's like in our own lakes. That it's like if you have a lake and your state has one of the biggest lakes in the state, and if it's a very dry summer, like a drought season, the size course will shrink depend on how long a period is and how temperature is. And so this as 24 feet, it could at at one point maybe just be as 20 feet, 18 feet, maybe even bigger. It depend on the season, and which is not impossible. But despite that, 24 feet deep is a quite of amount, even though there's like 6,000 square miles in the size. Number 16. Like the rest of the solar system, celestial bodies have impact craters. How many craters does the moon Titan have on its surface? A. 90, B. 45, C. 62, or D. 74?
man, I tell you, it shouldn't have invited Trump to that party it had. He's what made the graders in the first place. Hey, he wanted to make Titan great. Get out of here. How cold with fucking D.
Not exactly A. 90. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if even Trump's ass is full of has that Trump's ass has full of pimples that were like this will look like the crater of the surface of the moon. Am I right?
Well, who would want to date someone with crater pimples?
Ah,
No
ah.
one. Wait,
Oh my
I
god!
know who would want to go on a date with someone like that. Who? You know those wait, I forget what they're called. What are they called? God damn it. Um God damn, I forget what they're called. They're like the acne oil, whatever they're called. Like that like cream that like gets rid of the acne. Hmm. I don't know.
Anyways, number
Maybe I had it,
17.
and I just lost it.
How many craters does the planet Pluto have on the surface? A. 2,580. B. 1,630. C. 3,940. Or D. 5,287.
So, how many times did Trump bait into poor Pluto? I don't feel comfortable answering that.
Me either.
Let's see what the dice says. It says 41. He crashed into Pluto 41 times. That sucks. That's not what it meant. What is that? That's B. B final.
B.
Yeah.
Exactly D. 5,287. Number
Excellent.
18. When were the star Alpha Centauri B discovered? A. 1682. B. 1689. C. 1687. Or D. 1684.
This sounds like a job for the dice. Whose question is this one? Me or Kyle's?
Yours.
Yours, I'm pretty sure. Alright. Oh my god! What did you get? Just look
Very
at the
low.
damn speed. I mean, look at the damn screen. He got a 6.
I
That's just what happens sometimes. Sometimes you
was
just get
right
6s
though.
in life. That would be a B on the D20. I know, but not today. Whatever. A final.
Wrong exactly B. 1689.
Wasn't even close to B.
Number
At least he
19.
didn't get a 1.
How many impact craters does the planet Pluto's largest moon, Charon, have? A. 2,170. B. 2,650. C. 2,287. Or D. 2,145.
Oh my god, Kyle. He got 69. It's a very nice number. Alright, that is you know what? That's gonna be the Super C. Super C. Why is it 69? Because you can't beat 69, that's why. Right. C final.
C. Exactly C.
Of
2,287.
course it is. 69 is all you needed to beat everyone.
Number 20. Trick question for you, Roy. Are planet Pluto's tallest mountain 9,800 feet? Yes or no?
That feels like it's too specific of a number. I'm going with yes.
Exactly yes.
Yes. How many coins? Coins. How many points do I have? You have 3.
Number 21. Hard question for you, game guy. When will both Voyager 1 and 2 be able to reach the nearest star on their journey? A. 23,000 years. B. 40,000 years. C. 59,000 years. Or D. 68,000 years.
I'm gonna dice. Hey, goes back.
Yeah, his computer was being dumb. I guess it is.
Can I?
I guess it is. Cody is not dumb, but his computer is dumb. Like dumb, give it go. I mean, right? Computers can't be that sometimes.
Well, it's no 69, but I will take 47. Right, that's B. So B final.
B, 40,000 years. Ding, 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 exactly B.
40,000 years and you got 47.
Yeah, it will take
It's in the
40.
40s. It's not actually 40, but
It will take 40,000 years for them to reach their nearest star. That they're going to. But they are talking about that the power source on board those probes will be depleted way long before that even happened. They are expecting, I think, sometimes in the,
it is something alien invasion you thought of.
I think they were around 2030s. I don't even know.
Isn't there already a
Uh,
movie called War of the Worlds?
World of War of the Worlds. Uh, no, I think it's, or if you're referring to, I think you're referring to uh World of Wars. I think. Give me a second.
Yeah, Coda
War.
confirmed. Yeah, there is such a movie. Two, it looks like.
Yeah.
One must be like a remake.
Yeah. Since the story is made of H.G. Wells back in 1898. The one that's Tom Cruise was in, that was from 2005, and
Isn't that
they
like
made
copyright or something like that if you take the name of someone else's work?
depend on, but maybe
Uh,
there are
not
also
really. Isn't that what bootlegs do though? They like take something that exists and then they just do unspeakable things to it. Hmm.
but since
No, it's
that
just
also has that movie has two shows made the same name.
definitely don't want
One
him
from
in
like
copyright. That's my point.
yeah, the first of the TV series with the same name was from 1988, and the most recent from 2019, which no longer is well, um, is the user ended a couple of years ago. I saw the first season of it, but yeah, it did make sense.
Hmm.
Okay, number 22.
Oh, I sorry. So it's like his own version. So it's like a ROM hack.
Oh boy.
Not really. Yeah. Anyway, what's the next question?
Okay, one of the answers I may not even be able to pronounce correctly, but all right. Number 22. The space probe Voyager 1 is heading for one star constellation, and which constellation is it the probe heading for? A. Andromeda, B. Canis Major, C. Drago, or D. Camelopardalis? 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 Right. I don't even know. I will put the name in the private so you guys can see yourself. That is the name of a list. What is?
Oh, this isn't gonna be fun. Or you could get the first try. That works too. All right, I think it's your turn. Is it?
Yeah, that is.
Because I got the 47. All right. Bam! I'm gonna fucking punch this computer. He got a 7.
Oh.
Stop! My God! We had to get the A eventually, but like, come on. Oh, jeez, that's hell yeah. Whatever. Anyway, I'll go with A final.
Wrong, exactly
Correct.
D. Exactly D.
Oh damn.
Cody, that name I put there was actually one of the star constellation that Voyager 1 is heading for. I just put it there for to see if you guys could, if you have, how the. I just want to show you how that name is spelled. Since the other names were Andromeda, Canis Major, or Drago. That was it. And the last one I cannot even pronounce myself. Since yeah, whoa, this might be a hard question, but even it's not a hard one. But good luck, game guy. How many miles would Voyager 1 had traveled when it reached the distant constellation it is heading for? A. 1.3 trillion miles. B. 4.8 trillion miles. C. 6.2 trillion miles. Or D. 8.4 trillion miles.
Let's see here. Well, it's not the best roll in the world, but it's at least better than Roy's. 26. Yeah. That's not bad, I guess. That is a B. Still B final.
No, exactly A. 9.3 trillion miles.
Oh damn, I actually won the A that time. One
Number
off.
20, number 24. How many light years will Voyager 1 have traveled when it reached the star constellation it's heading for? A. 1.2 light years. B. 1.4 light years. C. 1.6 light years. Or D. 1.8 light years.
I swear to God, give me another bad roll. I'm gonna be so pissed. Thank you. Alright. I'll take that 48. That's B. So B final.
Not exactly C. 1.6 light years.
Well, this wasn't A, just despite me. Imagine if it
Okay.
was.
Um, I'm pretty sure you guys have heard of the golden disc on Voyager 1, right?
I think so, yeah.
So the question is, which U.S. president made a recording on the golden disc on Voyager 1? A. Ronald Reagan. B. George H.W. Bush. C. Bill Clinton. Or D. Jimmy Carter.
That part I don't know. Let's see. This is me, so how do you keep getting the good rolls and I keep getting shit? Fucking 87. 87? That's ridiculous. It's not like it matters. 25 of those numbers, it's basically just a 1 in 4 chance either way. But it's a 1 in 100 chance to get each number. Fair point. Anyway, D final. Oh, fancy.
Welcome to my world, Cody. When it comes to copyright, I know that's like I had a problem myself, so in the past, like really troubling. That's just yeah. You really don't want to if you like made a movie or something based on that, something like that. Yeah, just be ready for it's can either be copyright or even the worst of it, lawsuit. That is one of the last thing you want to have to experience because you have no idea how many lawsuits how much you have to pay for it. That can be from thousands to millions in lawsuit. It depends what it is. I'm just saying. You said for answer.
Um, this was me, right?
Yeah.
All right, I went with D.
D.
Yeah,
Ding, exactly D. Jimmy Carter.
and you got it right. Of course it did.
Number 26. Where on Saturn's moon Titan is the largest Lake Ontario locus located on? A. North. B. South. C. East. Or D. West?
How about Weast? I appreciate the SpongeBob reference. Uh, I don't know what it is, so I'm rolling. You're rolling. 52. That's C. Well, I only bring up the stupid copyright claims because you know I'm right. That would definitely be a situation that you need to worry about. So, hmm.
You said
And
the answer?
oh, right, sorry. C.
Wrong, exactly B. South.
Well,
Oh.
that's just what happens sometimes.
Well, game guy, good luck.
Spaghettios. What did I get?
How many miles will Pioneer 10 have to reach to travel when it reaches destination? A. 12 trillion miles. B. 24 trillion miles. C. 31 trillion miles. Or D. 25 trillion miles.
But just the most?
C.
Alright. C final. I'm going with the most.
They need exactly C. 31 trillion miles. But yeah, it's
That's a long ass way, I tell ya.
oh yeah. But considering like Voyager 1 and 2, they are actually powered by some form of nuclear reactor. And and as for many earlier probes, they are powered by some nuclear or at least or uh, radioactive decay to provide the power. Even nuclear may provide enough power for decades. Considering like the Voyager program, they were launched in the 70s and it's still in much operational even today. And they expect them to last for another, um, I think, to like sometimes in the 2030s, 2030s, or something like that. So I think it was 2036 or 38, but it was something like that. And they have traveled so far, and not all of these probes have to travel the same destination. Uh, if I remember correctly, Pioneer 10 and 11, they lost their power way long time ago. So even though they are still traveling, even though they're not literally giving out any, like, say, power, they just travel through into space complete dead. But despite that, they have kind of been, well, who knows, but luckily for the list that the NASA, when they launched out the probes, that they used the gas giants, especially Jupiter and Saturn, as a boost, like a slingshot, because thanks to that, they saved and they saw some power and time. Otherwise, it would take much longer for them to reach out in as a furthest out in the system. Okay, number 28. Excuse me. How many light years will the Space Probe Pioneer 10 have traveled when it reaches destination? A. 48 light years. B. 56 light years. C, 52 light years, or D, 68 light years.
Not sure. I'm just gonna roll. Well, I got a 14. It was bound to happen. At least it's not lower than 10. Oh well. That's A. So A final.
A, ain't wrong exactly. D, 68 light years. Number 29, hard question for you, game guy. How many years will it take for the Space Probe's Pioneer 10 to reach its final destination? A, 2 million years, B, 3 million years, C, 1 million years, or D, 4 million years?
I'm gonna have to roll for this one. I got 69 again. What? You don't even have a girlfriend. I know. That's what makes it fun. Anyway, that's C final.
C,
That's
ain't
funny.
wrong exactly. A, 2 million years. And
At
after
least you
saying this,
didn't get it right.
even though I say this, Roy had never done 69.
You don't know that.
No, because your version.
Again, I say you don't know that.
I don't know, but I got feeling to tell you you're still virgin despite had some girlfriends before.
Do you want this? Do you want this video, this live stream to be claimed for adult messages and shit? Because I will tell you what I do with my girls. Please don't.
But in be fair, I never done 69 myself and never will. Just saying that.
It's a great feeling.
Anyways,
Right.
number 30. Trick question. Does the Pluto's moon Nix have 48 impact craters on the surface? Yes or no?
Let's roll. I'm rolling the dice for you. You sick, twisted man.
This is a yes or
I'm
no
only
question.
one of those things. Give him a 1. That'll do. I got you a 23. I don't know why suddenly the numbers in the D20, the 100 count for some reason. I also almost said 20 because I'm used to saying that, but whatever. Is that A? Yeah, that's A. A final.
I said it's a yes or no question.
Oh, well, that would be a yes. So yes.
I don't exactly know. That's only 35 impact craters, not 48.
Damn.
Number 31. Which star is the Space Probe Pioneer 10 going to as its destination? A. Altair. B. Sirius, C. Pollux. Or D. Aldebaran. Or how do you pronounce that name? Huh. Golden Raspberry Awards are for the worst.
How
I
many questions are in this quiz again?
81.
Alright.
We're not even halfway through.
Sweet. Roll the. I deserve that. I got a 3. Nice. All right. With my 3 and 10, I guess I'm going with A final. Gotta get it right. Watch him learn. I can't believe I got a fucking 3. That's ridiculous. Alright, yeah, I'm going with A final. wonder.
You say A,
Right. Yeah.
not exactly D, Aldebaran.
Well, I definitely wouldn't have gotten that with the number I got. Yeah, you keep telling yourself that, Mr. 3.
Number 32. Which star is the space probe Pioneer 11 going to as its destination? A. Pollux, B. Vega, C. Lambda Aquila, or D. Mizar?
Oh, it's weird. They're going to Viva Las Vegas. I always knew they would. It's just a Vegas, just in space somewhere.
It is an actual star. There is an actual star named Vega.
Not even gonna roll. They're gonna give you a 1. A 21 at that. I got 21s. Wouldn't that just give you 20 though? Damn, you're right, huh? Oh, well, whatever. A final.
You said A, and exactly C. Lambda Aquila.
Dang.
Number 33. When will Pioneer 11 arrive to the start at the destination? A. 4 million years. B. 2 million years. C. 3 million years. D. 5 million years.
I'm a little surprised we haven't gotten a 1 yet. It'll happen. I got a 61. That's a C. So I'll go with C final.
Exactly A. 4 million years.
Oh, dang.
Number 34. When did the space probe Pioneer 11 stop working? A. 1996. B. 1998. C. 1995. Or D. 1997.
I like how you could take a bad roll with a laugh and I'm just really upset. I can see why you are, though. That's like 100 other numbers you can get. Ah, dang. Memories. This would normally be a super D. But nope, it's just an A now. It's weird to think. Ah, well. A final. Did you get a... Oh, yeah, you did get a 20.
You said A, exactly C, 1995. Number 35. When did the space probe Pioneer 10 stop working? A, 1998. B, 1997. C, 1996. Or D, 1999.
Hmm. 78. Alright. That is a D. So I'm going with D final.
You say A?
I said D.
D. Exactly B, 1997. Ooh. Number 36. Hard question for you, Roy. Since both Voyager 1 and 2 was launched from Earth in 1977, and both space probes are expected to run out of power in what year? A. 2029, B. 2045, C. 2036, or D. 2068?
I'm going with C final.
Alright, see you later another time, Cody.
Bye, Cody. But yeah, I'm going with C.
C. Dating exactly C. 2036.
Hey, look at that. How many points do I have? I have 6. Hold on, because I need to see what my points are. I'm going to put this here. And you have 4? 4, yeah. You now have 4 anyway.
So the probe, both the probes have been out in space for 47 years. If the probe lasts for to year 2037, they will have last for whoops, at least 60 years. That would be quite a time. Number 37. A Venera probe landed on the planet Venus, lasted longest on the surface. But what is the record of the probe last on the surface? A, 2 hours, 7 minutes. B, 1 hour, 30 minutes. C, 2 hours, 15 minutes. D, 1 hour and 45 minutes.
I think it's, if I do remember right, it should be D final.
D,
Yeah.
wrong exactly. A, 2 hours and 7 minutes.
Oh dang, I was wrong. I got
Yeah,
close.
but most probes hadn't even lasted on that long from on the Venus. I mean, if you look at some of the probes that have been launched on Mars, like Opportunity and the Spirit, they lasted for way longer they were originally designed to do. At least one of them lasted for more than 6 years. They were only supposed to be living for just about, I think it was about just 1 year. But they managed to be active way longer than they were originally designed for. And of course, if you had on the moon, same thing. You can have a moon driver or a moon drive machine there for years. Like, what about those lunar rovers or those moon cars Apollo program used? If they had solar panels, and they hadn't even been used since, could they still been drivable? Possible. I mean, since there are no atmosphere, which means no rust on the cars, and since there have been, well, maybe if there are any micro meteorites that can have damaged the cars, that's why otherwise. But if there are no anything like that, like since they are no powered by diesel or gasoline, which is makes sense. If there's no atmosphere, it'll complete solid frozen. But since there's solar power, and even if there were somehow a small reactor or generator that powered by some radioactive decay or something, that if that would have been true also, they still would have been usable, since no one had been driven around for almost 50 years or something like that. So it is possible that those cars can still be usable. I think there is that. But Venus is the only planet in our system that probes cannot be used as a long-term plan at all, due to the fact of the pressure and its temperature. But if there were been like a balloon or a plane or something further up in the atmosphere, that can be used for long term. But the surface, it's it yeah, basically it would not last for that long. But if this probe had lasted for 2 hours, yeah, I'm surprised it had lasted that long. Number 38. Which one of the Venera probes lasted the longest on the planet Venus surface? A. Venera 10. B. Venera. Oh, I put the same answer twice. Great. B. Venera 8. C. Venera 13. or D, Venera 15?
D final.
Wrong, exactly C, Venera 13.
Ah, dang.
Number 39. How many probes was made in the Venera program? A, 16, B, 18, C, 20, or D, 19?
I'll go with the most. I'm going with C final.
Wrong, exactly A, 16 probes. Number 40, trick question for you, Roy. Did both Pioneer 10 and 11's last signal reach Earth in 2003? Yes or no?
That's. I'm gonna say no.
Wrong, exactly yes.
Really? It would be a little too early for that, but okay.
I mean, since the both probes lasted, the power lasted from 1995 and 97, and since they're far away from Earth, and I mean, like, look at the Voyager 1 and 2, which almost at the edge of the heliosphere, that the very edge of the boundary that between solar system and the outer space, literally the outer space. And for them to take, it will take months. It will take quite a long time for their signal to reach Earth, even at light speed. And since that born, the Pioneer 10, 11 shut down in the early to mid to late 90s, and despite it being far away, may not in the same distance as the Voyager probes are, is considering that since they travel in light speed, of course they don't travel in the same direction as the Voyager probes are. They travel in four different directions, and it's like there were in fact only one object that was a gamma ray burst that some scientists managed to detect, and that took 13 billion years in light speed. So that one had erupted explosion for like 13 billion years ago, around almost the same time as the universe was created. So if it take that amount of years for those signals from Pioneer 10 and 11 to reach us, makes sense. If it was around Earth, if it was around the sun, like if there were sun probes, the signal would just take 8 minutes or so. But the further away it is, this a longer time it takes for the signal to reach us. We don't even have the technology that to send a signal faster than light. And as Albert Einstein said, nothing can travel faster than light. But who knows? Possible maybe that we can find a way, but who I don't even know so. Anyways, number 41. How long did the Soviet probe Venera 7 lasted on Venus before it crashed on the surface? A, 25 minutes, B, 32 minutes, C, 29 minutes, or D, 48 minutes?
It's me or Roy.
Is yours.
Alright. If memory serves, see the answers again?
25 minutes, 32 minutes, 29 minutes, and 48 minutes.
I'm pretty sure it's 32. So I'll go with that.
Wrong, exactly. C, 29 minutes.
Take 3 minutes off. Half point. Yeah, that's a hot roll.
Number 42. How long did the Soviet space probe Venera 14 last on Venus' surface before it stopped working? A, 42 minutes. B, 57 minutes. C, 34 minutes. Or D, 60 minutes?
Nah, why not? I'll go with 60 minutes.
You go with 60 minutes. Wrong exactly. B, 57 minutes.
Did we seriously both get 3 minutes off?
Yeah.
Proves the minds think alike. They also fail alike, apparently.
number 40, number 43. When Soviet space probe Venera 8 landed on the surface in 1972, and it managed to survive for a short time, and how long did it last before it stopped working? A, 48 minutes, B, 55 minutes, C, 35 minutes, or D, 50 minutes.
This one I'm not sure about, so I'm going to roll one off from B, apparently. Or C, not. Wait. 50s. Wait, hold on. I'm a little confused. 25 is A, 50's B. So this is B. Alright. B final.
You said B,
Yeah.
exactly D, 50 minutes.
Did I get 3 off again?
Yeah, pretty much.
How do I keep doing that?
Mm.
I thought you had to think 3 minutes more.
Number number 44. Pluto's moon Hydra has a number of impact craters on the surface. How many craters does the moon have? A, 5, C, B, 6, C, 8, or D, 9?
You know what would be funny? What? If you said 5 or 6, and it ended up being like three more than what it is. Are we gonna continue this apparent theme going on here, or am I actually going to 92? You got a good number. I can't believe it. I go outside and I see a blue moon. It's almost to 100, actually. Well, with a roll like that, I think it really wants me to go with D. So D final.
D ain't wrong exactly. B, 6 craters on the
You
one on
actually
the
did it.
moon.
You got 3 off again. Okay, that's freaky.
Number 45. When Soviet space probe Venera 4 landed on Venus, the probe it did it didn't make a good discovery. And what kind of discovery did it on them do on the planet? A. Active volcanoes. B. Showing that Venus' atmosphere contains. C. Storm exists on the planet. Or D. Traces of Venus once was habitable.
Well, I don't think you're gonna be off by 3 on this one. Oh, I think I know this one. I'm pretty sure it's the volcanoes, so I'll choose that. Which is
Exactly B. Showing that Venus' atmosphere contains.
oh damn. To be fair, Venus has tons of volcanoes, so that would have made sense. But
True. Yeah, and there had been some theories that Venus may have been like Earth in one distant past, like with ocean and habitable, like like our own world. But it's as time went on, as volcanoes had made release too much oxygen or too much carbon dioxide, which warm up the planet's surface and or something impact the planet's surface and create dust clouds and too much clouds, and the volcanoes erupted even more, which caused it too much block out the sunlight, and which temperature rises even more. And it's hard to tell exactly if Venus may have been habitable, but it also has a nickname. Do you even know what it is?
what?
Do you know what Venus' nickname is?
That's sister. 'Cause that's what I usually hear. Pancake dumps.
Uh,
Ah,
kinda. But its nickname is Evil Twin Sister.
pancake dumps. I'm sorry, that was just funny to me.
Well, I mean, it is known for that because it's similar to, even though Venus and Earth is not the same size. Venus is slightly smaller, just only slightly smaller compared to Earth, but it's often being called as the evil twin sister. Due to the fact why it's called that is mostly because of what its atmosphere contains of that sulfur and all that and the temperature. So I understand why it's called as the evil twin sister. Anyways, number 45. No, wait, 46. When did Soviet probe Venera 4 landed on the surface of the planet Venus? A. 1969, B. 1965, C. 1966, or D. 1967?
This is me, right?
Yeah.
Alright. That's B final.
B. Ain't wrong, exactly. D. 1967.
Damn.
Ooh, boy. Hard question for you, game guy. Boy. Here's, well, two names of this planet. There is an exoplanet that is named Dragur, which is an entity or a being of an undead being in Norse mythology. Just saying. And it's also known as PSR B112 B1257 plus 12b, and is located quite distant from Earth. And how many light years is it from Earth? A. 1200 light years, B. 2300 light years, C. 2100 light years, or D. 1900 light years.
So that's where Trump comes from. I always knew.
This is how it. This is its formal name. But this is also this other name it has.
Makes sense. Anyway, I'll go with D final.
D.
Yeah.
Wrong, exactly. B. 2300 light years. Number 48. The exoplanet Dragur is located in a star constellation, and in which constellation is the planet located in? A. Drago, B. Leo, C. Phoenix, or D. Virgo?
Yeah, just for the hell of it. I'll go with Phoenix.
Wrong, D. Virgo.
Dang.
Number 39, the 49, trick question. Does Venus' atmosphere contain low percentage of nitrogen and oxygen? Yes or no?
I believe it does, yes.
Ding, ding, exactly, yes. Number 50, hard question. The exoplanet Dragur is orbiting around a star. And what type of star is the exoplanet orbiting around? A. Blue giant star, B. Red dwarf star, C. Pulsar, or D. Yellow dwarf, like our own star.
I'm dancing. You're dancing? I'm so sick of these low rolls. Oh my god, stop. He got a 14. Jeez. I guess that's not the worst low roll to get, but I'm just so sick of getting them. Sure, I guess. A final.
Wrong exactly. C, a pulsar.
Of course it is.
Number 51. The exoplanet Dragur is said to be bigger than our own moon. And how many times larger is it compared to our moon? A, 2 times. B, 4 times. C, 1 time. Or D, 3 times.
Well, if it's one time, then it would be just the same size, right?
Probably.
Yeah, because any number times one is just the number again. That's just how multiplication works. Can you repeat the answers? I know one's one, but I want to know the rest.
2 times, 4 times, and 3 times.
What answer was one time? Was it B?
C.
Alright. So I don't want C. I'll work with that. A final.
A, 2 times. Ding, 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 exactly. A, 2 times bigger.
Yeah, I had a feeling it wasn't C. That would be a little bizarre.
Number 53, 52. James Webb Space Telescope discovered its very first exoplanet that's named LHS 475 475b. And in what year was the exoplanet found by James Webb Telescope? A, 2021. B, 2022. C, 2024. Or D, 2023.
Hmm. 31. That's B. So B final.
B,
Yeah.
wrong exactly. D, 2023. Number 53. The exoplanet LHS 475b is located some distance from Earth, and how many light years is it located from us? A, 40.7 light years. B, 90.4 light years. C, 50.8 light years. Or D, 50.6 light years.
It's my turn, right?
Yep.
Alright, C final.
Hmm?
C.
C, wrong exactly. A, 40.7 light years. Number 54. The exoplanet LHS 475b completes its orbit around its own star in number of days. How many days does it require? How many days takes it to complete its orbit? A, 28 days. B, 69 days. C, 2 days. Or D, 54 days.
Well, come on. I'm going with 69.
Wrong exactly. C, 2 days.
It's worth it. Of course it is.
Number 55. In which star constellation is the exoplanet LHS 4775b located in? A, Leo. B, Octans. C, Draco. Or D, Phoenix.
That's gonna be a roll for me. 77. That's a D, so I'm going with D final.
Wrong exactly. B, Octans. Number 56. The James Webb Space Telescope discovered its very first galaxy, and it's the Lyman Break galaxy. And in which year did the telescope found the galaxy? A. 2021, B. 2022, C. 2023, or D. 2024?
Uh, all right. C final.
Not exactly. B. 2022.
Damn.
Ooh.
Well, what did I get? Just give it to me. Just do it.
Number 57, hard question. The galaxy that James Webb Space Telescope discovered was named Yates GS C13 0 and said to be quite old. And how old is the galaxy? A. 10.8 billion years, B. 12.7 billion years, C. 13.4 billion years, or D. 11.9 billion years.
Yeah, that's a. I'm gonna fucking scream.
And this is how the galaxy is named.
I got a 5. I don't want to talk about it. Jeez. Alright. That's fine. I mean, again, it's not like it really matters what I get. That's gonna be an A either way, but anyway, A final.
Exactly C. 13.4 billion years old.
Damn you,
Around a little bit
5.
just. Yeah, it's like old, it's like younger than the rest of the universe is. But it makes sense. Many galaxies back then was pretty young. And even, I don't even know how old our own galaxy is, but I don't know.
Also, I could have sworn we were at question 16 by now, but guess not.
What Diamond Tara's reaction be is to be Starlight being her new mom? Well, uh, well, Robert, it must be from this, from two point of views. If she never was informed um, that Starlight were dating her dad, if she wasn't informed of any of that from the start, she might have been shocked, and it would have taken her some time to get used to the idea that Starlight was going to be her new mom. But if Diamond Jorah had been informed, or was the full aware that her dad and Starlight had been dating for a while, then I think she just might have been happy that her dad is getting remarried. I mean, that depends, but it also
Yeah,
could
but
depend on
it's gonna take a while.
how long time after divorce between him and Spoiled Rich. Uh, no, wait, rephrase that. It also to depend on. I think from this that I don't think Filter Rich would start dating someone new right after his divorce. He might be mostly been focused on his business and to take care of his daughter. But assuming in the fact maybe from 6 months, maybe to a year after the divorce is over, he might start dating Starlight. And when he tells Diamond Charter that, she will be happy. After all, she knows Starlight and that she is a good teacher or the new principal at this school of friendship. But I might think that if she had been aware of Starlight being dating her dad for a while, and that now they're announcing that they were getting married, she might just be happy to have a new mom and someone who is not like her original mom. I'm just saying it's possible that she might just be happy, but the question also if Spoiled Rich will remain in Ponyville or if she moves somewhere else. It's possible maybe that Filthy Rich may get sole custody of Diamond Tiara. But it's a little bit difficult to say from that scenario, though. But I can say her reaction that might be that she will be happy. I mean, if you compare to Starlight Glimmer and Spoiled Rich, who would have been a way better candidate as a stepmom? Well, definitely Starlight. She is can be serious from time to time, depending on the situation. She can panic, but she at least know how to handle situations. So I think she might just be happy I had Starlight as a new mom. But she might be a little bit shocked and try to get used to it. But overall, she will be happy. I think at least. Okay, number 58 for you, Roy. Trick question. Are the exoplanet LHS 475b a hot Jupiter planet? Yes or no?
Yes.
Not exactly Earth-like planet. Number 59. The first Yates GSC 13-0 that James Webb Space Telescope discovered is quite of a distance from Earth. How many light years is it from Earth? A. 28.4 billion light years. B. 33.6 billion light years. C. 24.8 billion light years. Or D. 20.5 billion light years.
Eh. Uh,
Mm,
that B?
Excuse me.
B, final.
You got B.
Yeah.
Ding ding ding, exactly B. 33.6 billion light years. If
So,
Scootaloo and Diamond Tiana got married, do you think they would help Phil the Rich with his work? Um, yeah, I don't both think that they would even be. But I had to me think like not like the run away. If they're still in the school age, I think they would be more like apprentice. You know, to at least to be in teaching. I don't think they start working. But if they're married, um, well, if this if they think like start working like a apprentice at Filterage business, so they get the concept and the grasp of how his business is being running. Because if they start working in his business without understanding how things is operated, yeah, it can only lead to a lot of disaster, like wrong orders and yeah. So, but I do think that they might start working as kind of an apprentice or even as part-time jobs at the business during that they're still in school, so they get at least understanding how this his business is to be running. I mean, eventually, Diamond Tiara would have eventually taken over the business from her dad. So, assuming at least that what he had intention to do. So, in order for her for doing that, she may have to learn at least how to um, operate the business, like how to taking care of it. So as long as they start training themselves from young age how to taking care of the business and when they're getting married, I think that Scootaloo can actually start working there. But the question is also if it's going to be part time or a full time employee. It's yeah, there's a could have been both actually though, but I think they can actually start working to help though. But but I have to say that Filter Rich might have hired them or teaching them to training them how to before them, just to make them to understand how he operate his business. I mean, I don't think anyone just simply would hire someone without understanding how to run a business. It would have been a very stupid thing to do. I mean, for example, if his business had been around since Diamond Diana's great grandfather, Stinky Rich, was the one who started the business. So if that had been in the family for about 2 to 3 generations, so why would then, if he hired his own daughter and she had no idea how to run a business, eventually it would, well, you know, it would could have been end up in a bankrupt, which I don't think he would want to do. So I think that he would just simply train her and Scootaloo how to, at least how to operate the place. I mean, it makes sense. A lot of, I mean, if like say, if Game Guy or Roy, for example, will start working at Walmart or even at McDonald's, for an example, they will have someone training them. So Scootaloo and Diamondora will have someone either by her own dad or someone other employee to teaching them how to use the things there, how to operate. Otherwise, it would have been a lot of mistakes, which her dad wouldn't be okay with. Just saying, it can lead to a lot of customers leaving, being mixed up, making deals with him, and that is one thing I don't think he wants to do. I think he wants to keeping it the next generation in family. What would spoiled rich reaction be? Scootaloo moving in with Diamond Tiara. Well, if she was living by her, if Diamond Tiara had moved out from her parents after she finished school and all that, when she is like say 18 or 20 years old, well, I mean, if she's old, I mean, if she would be considered as legal adult age, I don't think that's much her mom can do. Diamond is old enough to make her own decisions. It's like it is like Game Guy. He's 20, he will be 20 years old soon, and same thing. If he wants to move in with someone he knows, if it's a guy friend, and that it could have like say, and his mom would not be happy about it. But he's old enough to make his own choices. So Scootaloo moving in with Diamantora, it will be Diamantora's own choices. And even her mom will be quite a different reaction to that. If she just if she says that she doesn't allow Scootaloo to move in with Diamantora, but if Diamantora bought her own place, paying the rent by her own money, that means her place, her rules, and her mom has nothing to do with that. She cannot have anything in saying that. But she can be always protest, but that's all she can do. You're saying that, but even though she may be against it in the first place, but then we don't even know how much, we don't even know exactly how spoiled rich is, how to say, how she, uh, if she accepts same gendered relationships. I mean, it's a little bit difficult to say for her, but she might be protesting of Skululu and Diamond moving in. But I can say right now, Diamond Skulu's parents, her aunts, they will support it. I will definitely believe that they will definitely support, especially her aunts. I mean, they are two mayors, so why would even they? But if Skululu and Diamond Tara would somehow couldn't find their own place, I think that Diamond Tara would have moved in with Skululu's aunts for a time being, just temporarily, until they find their own place. I mean, I don't know, that wouldn't mean much any problems. Anyways, I continue here. Excuse me. Number 60, which is Roy's question. James Webb Space Telescope discovered a Lyman break galaxy named Glass C12. And in what year did this telescope discover this galaxy? A. 2023, B 2022, C 2021, or D 2024?
Huh?
It's your question, dude.
Oh. Let's see. That's a D. D final.
D, wrong, exactly. B 2022. Well, going in-game guy, good
Mhm.
luck. Number 61, hard question. The Galaxy Glass C12, what was it's a quite distant from Earth, and how many light years is it located from Earth? A 30.5 billion light years, B 31.8 billion light years, C 32.6 billion light years, or D 33.2 billion light years.
Uh, I'll go in with D final.
Hmm?
D.
D, ding ding ding, actually D 33.2 billion light years. Number 62, Viroy. The Galaxy Glass C12 that James Webb Space Telescope found is quite old. And how old is the galaxy? A, 9.4 billion years old. B, 13.6 billion years old. C, 11.9 billion years old. Or D, 10.7 billion years old.
Let's see. 67. That's C. Yeah. Alright. C final.
Wrong, exactly. B, 13.6 billion years old. Number 63, trick question. Did NASA use oxygen related measurements to confirm the age of the Galaxy Glass C12? Yes or no?
Yes.
Exactly, yes. Number 64, a galaxy named F200b DB 045 was found by James Webb Telescope and was shown to have formed sometime after Big Bang. And how much time after the universe creation was it the galaxy was formed? A 168 years, B 125 million years, C 142 million years, or D 155 million years.
This is this is my question, right? Yep.
Yep.
Alright. I'm rolling. D final.
B,
D.
D, wrong exactly. A 168 million years ago, after the creation. Number 65. In what year did James Webb Space Telescope discover the galaxy known as F200DB 045? A. 2021, B. 2023, C. 2022, or D. 2024?
C final.
C. Ding ding ding, exactly right. Right. C, exactly C. 2022. Number 66. An exoplanet named Sweeps 11 is the most distant exoplanet to Earth. How many light years is it located from Earth? Hmm, excuse me. Ugh. A, 27,710 light years. B, 22,450 light years. C, 24,940 light years. Or D, 25,450 light years.
Uh, hmm. B final.
B, wrong exactly. A, 27,710 light years. Number 67. The exoplanet Sweeps 11 was found in a star constellation. In which one was it found in? A. Leo, B. Pegasus, C. Drago, or D. Sagittarius? Or Sagittarius.
Um, what question is this one?
67.
67. All right, that is me. All right. I'm going with B final.
B.
Yes, B.
Wrong exactly. D. Sagittarius. Number 68. The exoplanet Sweeps 11 takes a short time to complete its orbit around the star. And how much time does it take it to complete its orbit? A. 5.8 days. B. 1.8 days. C. 9.8 days. Or D. 4.8 days.
I. What did you get?
Probably very low.
I don't want to talk about it.
It's probably number one.
Oh, you got a 2.
Close enough.
It's gonna be one of those days. Oh well. A final.
Use it A. Wrong exactly. B. 1.8 days. It's almost 2 days. Number 69. When were the exoplanet Sweeps 11 found? A. 2008, B. 2004, C. 2005, or D. 2006?
Sure. Give him all the good rolls. Why don't you? B final. That's A, not B. That's not actually A final.
Use it A. Wrong exactly. D. 2006. Okay, number 70. Exoplanet Sweeps 11 is a planet that is called hot Jupiter and has a mass that is larger on our own planet Jupiter. How much more mass does the planet have compared to Jupiter? A. 9.7 times, B. 5.6 times, C. 8.4 times, or D. 6.5 times.
I'm not gonna say what I got. A final.
Ding ding ding, exactly A. 9.7 light times more. Number 71. How many years after Big Bang were the galaxy Galass C12 formed? A. 150 million years, B. 570 million years, C. 350 million years, D. 280 million years.
Hmm. Let's see. 92. Nice. D final.
D. Exactly. C. 350 million years.
All right.
Oh, dang it. This name will be quite a different kind of pronouncing. Anyways, number 72. A very remote supernova took place by the name SN 1000 plus 02216 in between the months of June and November, and in what when did the supernova took place? A 2004, B 2006, C 2008, or D 2002?
Is this me or Kyle?
Yours.
I think it's me. Alright. 63. C. Alright. C final.
Exactly B 2006. Number 73, hard question. How many light years away were the supernova SN 1000 plus 0216? A 11 billion. Okay, what the? I don't know why I spelled that, but hey, A 11 billion light years, B 10 billion light years, C 13 billion light years, or D 12 billion light years.
C final.
C wrong exactly. D 12 billion light years.
Well,
Okay, you are gonna like this thing for this part of the question.
I
You're gonna get the cake on
am.
this one.
Let's
A 74. A galaxy with the name IOK-1.
It's okay.
And I
That
guess. Anyways, it's a very distant galaxy. And when was it found? A 2006, B 2004, C 2005, or D 2008?
number 78. Alright. D final.
D exactly A 2006. But I mean, a galaxy being named IOK-1. I'm like, okay, hey galaxy, are you okay? Ah, okay. Uh, but yeah, some celestial objects and has a different name. That's so short of it. Okay, number 75. Trick question. Was a distant galaxy IOK-1 formed 10.50 billion years ago? Yes or no?
Yes.
No, exactly 12.88 billion years ago. Number 76. There's a cluster of galaxies known as a Bell 2218. It is located in the constellation Draco and is located quite far away from Earth. And how many light years is it away from us? A. 5 billion light years. B. 3 billion light years. C. 2 billion light years. Or D. 8 billion light years.
A final.
Wrong exactly. C. 2 billion light years. Number 77, hard question. The galaxy cluster called Abell 370 is located in the constellation Cetus, Kestus, and the cluster has a nickname. And what is the nickname? A. The dragon, B. The wolf, C. The griffin, or D. The lion?
Well, I'm going with D final.
The lion? Wrong exactly. A. The dragon. Kind of cool nickname though.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if there are an object that may have a different nickname, like say the Phoenix, or there is actually one nebula, Horsehead Nebula. It's literally shaped as a horse head. So why not the dragon as a nickname? Kind of cool though. Number 78. There is a galaxy named Abell 1689, and is located in a constellation and is said to be quite far from our galaxy. How many light years away? A. 3.2 billion light years. B. 6.4 billion light years. C. 2.3 billion light years. Or D. 6.9 billion light years.
Is this me or Kyle?
Yours.
Alright. You got that, so let's see if I can. 47. Alright, that's B. B, final.
B.
Yeah.
No, exactly. C. 2.3 billion light years. Number 79. Trick question. Are there several galaxies in the galaxy cluster above 370? Yes or no?
Yes.
Ding, 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 exactly, yes. Number 80. The Japanese space agency JAXA sent a lander to the moon with the same name, Smart Lander for Investigating Moon, or SLIM. And when did the lander arrive to the moon? A. 2022, B. 2021, C. 2024, or D. 2020?
D, final.
D. 2020?
Yeah.
Not exactly. C. 2024.
Mm.
Oh. Number 81 and final question. How much did it cost to develop the Moonlander Slim in US dollar? A. 105.5 million, B. 121.5 million, C. 114.5 million, or D. 119.5 million.
Alright. One final roll. 47. That's anticlimactic. Alright. That is a B, so B, final.
B. Ding, 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 exactly B. Even though that is not in how much it would cost in dollars. But since Japan has its own currency, which is called yen, and that would have been 18 billion yen in the cost. So let's see who wins this time. Is it
Big
Roy
shocker, it's
or is
me.
it Game Guy wins?
With 13 points, you got
And Roy
6.
only. Ah, well, this wasn't
I,
Roy's.
I'm not really into space like you are, but I guess 6 ain't bad. At least I got points.
Hmm.
Is that the lowest points we've gotten? I think you've gotten 3 before, so. Have I? I don't remember. It's definitely low. Ah, well.
Well,
It
I
happens
wonder.
sometimes.
I wonder what's gonna be used for next topic. Give me a second. I will have to see first which one hasn't that has been updated. Let's see here. Elf Avatar movies, North mythology, Pokemon space cannot have to be removed from updated. Star Wars Legends UK, with Switch history is the only ones that have been updated so far. Um, I have around I think it's 18 or 19 cryptic quests that even two of them are not even remotely close to be finished. One of them only had two questions in it. But I think that we skip cryptic quests for a while since we have been doing that lately. So yeah, two of Gargoyles. It was a Disney show. Stargate, Disney Gummy Bears, uh, world history. Yeah, I think that's actually has even been used. Japanese history cannot be used. not updated yet. Macross, an anime series. MLP, nope, not in update yet. Murder She Wrote, Avatar, those James Cameron's movies. That's a quiz that hadn't even been used yet. Dino Riders, that's a new quiz I have made recently. Norse mythology, mentioned that. Phantom, the comic hero, hasn't even been used. Pokemon, that's been updated. Kim Possible, not even used yet. Robotech, an animated series, not an anime, but kind of an animated style, hadn't even been used yet. Scooby Doo, Scotland's history had not been used. SCP Foundation, that quite a while since been used that. Star Wars canon, based from those from episode 7 and onwards, those type of movies, not uh Star Wars Legend, yep, that has been updated. Switch history, yep. The Postman, a movie. Titan AI, also a movie. Star Trek, updated. TV shows? Question mark, I don't know. But UK and US history has not been updated yet. So it's either Star Trek, Titan AI, the Postman, Switch history, Star Wars Legend, Star Wars canon, SCP Foundation, Scottish History, Scooby Doo, Robotech, Impossible, Pokemon has been updated. That I can guarantee on. So yeah, that's up to you. What do you want to pick this time, game guy?
Um, what of them was a movie quiz, right? Like just a movie quiz
Uh,
based on
yeah,
random
movie
movies.
questions. I do. Let's see how many questions is that one. I really have no idea. It's about 81.
All right, we can do that one then. I want to do the movie one.
All right. So that would be
Hmm.
uh hmm,
It'll be sometime.
probably next week or the week after. That depends. Since I don't know actually how many hours I left on this free plan of this month though. Since it's I think I probably have spent half of my time already. But since it's going reset in April 11th, so yeah. Um but yeah, that's probably gonna be that like that. So who knows? And it's gonna be fun though. I will try to come up with some more quiz based on well others. I do in fact have many that's gonna be based on different movies. Like whoops. Okay, what the where are you? Here we go. Wally, Doom, 2012, uh Poltergeist, the original. Not the reboot since I hadn't even seen it. And not going to either. Space Jam. Now that's a good movie. Space Jam 2, the sequel. Hadn't even seen that one. And I don't know if I might. I I have no idea yet. Hmm. Yeah, but I probably have many ideas that I in mind wanted to do. And some of these movies actually can probably be seen on YouTube. Surprising enough, you can even rent, pay for to see movies on YouTube. But those movies only last don't that availability only lasts for I think it's 1 or 2 days. I did that once to watch a cartoon movie. It wasn't like that much a pain, but it depends on what movie it is. But yeah, so next time it's gonna be movies. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
So I probably will end the stream soon though. almost 3 hour mark.
Okay, sounds good.
So, any plans afterwards? Stream is over.
Uh, yeah, we might paint some eggs and put stuff inside them. We've got like humongous plans for Easter, so we're gonna pretty much be busy all day.
Question: is anyone in your family a heavy sleeper?
It's a bit of a random question, but our dad, he can sleep through anything.
Hmm.
And of course, there's this guy. Hi.
Yeah, he
Once
is
he's
not a
out,
heavy
he's
sleeper.
out.
What? Your is game guy a heavy sleeper?
I'm probably the heaviest sleeper in the family.
Well, myself, I'm not a heavy sleeper. I'm more like light sleeper. I mean, if there was a tornado warning goes off, I would have quite awakened right away. In fact, this happened to me so many times I literally lost count. I mean, I can be in a sleep and I can hearing the doorbell ringing. And since my window is above just above the front door, so I can just open it and look down to see if there's anyone there. And for most time I've done that. No one is even standing by the front door at all. And I mean, I always have my window open slightly so I can hear if someone walks or even run away. And and I cannot. And the reason why I hear the doorbell, it is actually not even the doorbell hasn't even been used because the sound of the doorbell it's stuck in my memory. It is quite that I've been heard that sound repeatedly so many times and it's stuck in my memory. So even if I'm in a sleep and I hear the doorbell sound, I immediately wakes up. I'm surprised at that, but it had happened a few times. I actually heard the sound and I wakes up, but I don't even look. I like, why bother? It's just another one of those dreams again, so I don't even care anymore. So I just go back to sleep. And I can really even wake up if my dad's phone start ringing or something, or if someone knocks on the door or something. But I'm not ever that much a heavy sleeper. I don't even know if I'm a heavy sleeper when I was younger, but these days, not as much. I can, I mean, I can probably wake up quite easily though. That is just one of the few things. Sometimes it's good to be a light sleeper. That depends if, yeah, I mean, if you're like a heavy sleeper, who would have known if something bad would happen? Like if a fire starts. I saw this on what's it called CSI, the original series. There was this old couple that passed away by in their sleep, not from like heart attack or anything, but they were suffocated. There were this electric. Um, I think this electric wire had a connection and or something, and heated up the material in the carpet, the floor carpet, and it released some gases. I think it was not carbon dioxide, but more like carbon monoxide, I think it was. And they were very much a deep sleep, and those gases built up so much all the night, during the night, and eventually they passed away. And that is another thing about it. People can pass away from in a sleep from gases like carbon dioxide or even monoxide. Some gases had no smell, not even no color to it, so it's easily to pass away from those. and that is also dangerous. But sulfur, that otherwise is a gas have a smell, which is typically known as for rotten egg smell. So, but here's the thing though: if a person is a very heavy sleeper, like really heavy sleep, and despite their gas that has a smell that can be very deadly for us, if someone is that so deep asleep and doesn't even react to the gas in the room, even has a smell to it, it's possible that can happen. I heard a story of from a school in Australia. There were these students that actually um, there was this type of private school or something like that, boarding school or something. Um, but basically, they were going into this classroom that they were going to have a science class, but they eventually left the classroom almost right away afterwards because as soon as they stepped in, they could smell something in the room. And as in American classes that they had this in what they taking making experiments like that using you know torches for something. Someone had unleashed, literally had opened all the gases, those gas tubes in the whole classroom. So if they have walked in and someone had lighted a lighter or a match, boom, they have been exploded right away. But the teacher could smell something was off. So teacher told them to leave the classroom and they did. No one didn't die though, but if someone actually had put up a fire, it would have ended up badly. Though I know you guys knows of this urban legend, but since Roy knows at least of the Bunny Man in the tunnel that, but do you guys have you ever heard of the ghost children of a train rail?
Uh, I think I have.
It's something I heard about a while ago. This basically it were this it was a car that ended up being stopped. It stopped in a just on the train tracks, and a train was approaching, and suddenly it's like the car was moved forward, and the train missed to hit the car. Afterwards, the driver went outside to back on the car, and on the back side of the window of the car had handprints. Not like just two handprints, but just several handprints of children at the glass. And it turned out, according to the story, a school bus ended up being stuck on the same tracks some time before then, and a train hit the bus and killed everyone on board. And according to the story in this urban legend is that if someone stops or if the car stops or any vehicle stops at that particular train tracks, the car or the vehicle would be pushed off the tracks and leaving the handprints behind. I think even that story, if that even if that would have been a true story, is a both quite quite a touching story. Like those school children, it's helping people beyond the grave. Like their spirits are saving people from being hit by the train. It's amazing. Even though that, even like a lot of ghost hunters using certain devices that would emit uh, that if ghosts touching or at least approaching, they will be giving off a signal. The more the more energy the ghosts have, the more stronger they can be. Say be able to sending or using that energy to making more like a spirit voice, like disembodied or electronic voice phenomena. Like people having some form of recorder and they can have enough energy that they can talk, and that energy would eventually be able them to leaving a message behind. Even on the even like this when this car this those vehicles or this train tracks been stopped, if there's some engine problem and it's just stopped middle of the tracks, and this children push the vehicle off the tracks just before the train comes. It's I don't know exactly from which decade this happened. I think it was either in the 1950s or sometimes either 50s, 60s, or 70s, but it was some long time ago. And even if that is true, it's just it's both sad but also at least touching that it's those spirits of those children that passed away in the accident are still there trying to help others. So in a way, they are heroes. Despite even when someone would go there and talk to them or even thank them. But as many when it comes to paranormal, there are in fact many people that doesn't believe in such things like that. I did saw a video from that was from UK. A group of teenagers was playing uh, catch in a park, and one of them was recording. And the guy was looking up at this tall building behind them, this brick building, and caught something in a window, like a pale face, looking just peeking around the corner, looking and slowly disappeared around the corner. These guys they actually went to the house or this building and asked the owner and telling them about it. But the owner told them that no one lived in that particular room and no one has even been there in years. So they followed with him up there. The door was locked, and there was no sign as if anyone hasn't even been there in years. So how would explain if no one hasn't even been there and there was only one doorway in, and this window was located not just like 10 feet up, like I can't give exact height, but I would say maybe as 40 to 50 feet up. If anyone would jump down there, you probably would have break your bones if you land on your feet. And another thing is, the window was closed and locked, and there were no like a staircase or a rope by the window if it would been open. I mean, no one had even been in that room for a long time. So, but many experts say that everything that's paranormal are just that fake, made up urban legends. But as my dad once said, there are more things between heaven and hell that cannot be explained by science. So it's possible that I do, in fact, strongly believe in paranormal. If Sportrich tried to crash with Diamond Yard and Scooter's wedding, how would Diamond Yard react? Uh, Easy. She would be pissed, especially that her big day. I mean, if it was my wedding and if someone like in a family, her in the family were trying to crash the wedding, wouldn't I be pissed? Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, that she would have been. Both Scootaloo and Diamond Jar would be best. Especially those are their big day. Well, that probably should end here. That's been fun.
All right.
Well,
Yeah, that was pretty
everyone.
fun.
Yeah, and those questions. And I did that to get the 69 twice. That was unexpected.
So
And that
goes
Roy
sometimes.
only, yeah, and that Roy only has 6 points. Well, I mean,
Could be
space isn't
worse.
his. Could be 1 point.
Exactly.
Well, until next time will be about movies. So that's gonna be interesting to see how you guys react to that. So, well, everyone, hope you have a fun time. As always, this is Fish Double signing off. Bye.
Bye. Hey, goodbye.
And also, since it's Easter tomorrow, I'm actually going to do an Easter stream.
Which we're
So you know.
probably not going to be in.
That's fine though. Well, everyone, see ya.
Bye.